Hello, my party people. It is a new month, which means it is time to play yet another round of the TBR checkout challenge. A few fun things about this video. A, I am not wearing this outfit when I play the game because I was editing, totally had finished editing, and was like, where is the intro and where did I go through the books from last episode? If you can hear my dog sniffing and eating his breakfast in the background, I apologize. But this is our intro. I will be changing clothes here momentarily. Let's go through. I did read all 6 books. I cannot remember what my challenge was for the month at all. So I'll pop that up here. If I did it, obviously I get the corresponding tokens, but I get 2 bonus tokens because I did finish all the books on the TBR this month. I did tweak a little rule. Shout out to somebody in my comment section. You were the best because we have decided that mood read should be treated as such. I will not be picking a mood read anymore. If I pull mood read, it's just gonna be whatever book I read that month that wasn't on the TBR. That's what's gonna count as the mood read. Because I keep, the 2 times I didn't read a mood read, it's because I had picked it preemptively. So this month I read plenty of extra books on top of the 6 TBR ones and then the mood read, but I didn't read the mood read again. So I'm not counting the mood read as the mood read that I picked for this month. I am cheating in that aspect. It's my game, I made it, so it is what it is. Let me let my dog outside. All right, that has been handled. So because I didn't finish my TBR, not this month, but like previously, like I didn't finish June's, I had to add an extra book. So I did 7 this month instead of 6. So here are those books in like a brief explanation of them because coming up right after this is going to be my June and July wrap up. I'm doing it. But I have a lot of content planned for August. I was parched. Do you think I like green? I don't know. You might get some of the prompts wrong. I hope I don't. I think we did this one for over 500 pages, not the 5-word title. I did read Things We Never Got Over. I really enjoyed this. I do think it's a little long for a romance book. I'll get more into all of these in my June, July wrap up, but 4.5 stars, maybe just 4, I think. But I enjoyed it. I definitely would recommend it, but like it was slower. I kind of read this gradually over the whole month. I read Practice Makes Perfect, and I think this was a dice roll pick. I can't remember how we got here, but I read this. I loved When in Rome, and I was really excited to read this one. I really enjoyed it, not as much as I enjoyed When in Rome, but it still was really good. I think 4 stars, maybe 4.5, but I would, again, recommend. Y'all, this is so weird because I'm sitting here like I really thought last month was a very subpar reading month, so I'm like, where did I just hit a bad streak towards the end of the month? I read The Lost Apothecary. I actually absolutely loved this. I think this wasn't pitched very well by, it was a book of the month pick forever ago. I think it got pitched as fantasy, and a ton of people, I saw them reviewing it on TikTok, and they were like, this wasn't fantasy at all. It's not. This is magical realism, historical fiction. And as we know, I am absolutely in my magical realism era. So, well, I guess you might not know that unless you follow me on other platforms because I've been chatting about it more over there. But Lost Apothecary, I loved this. Honestly, I think this is 4.5 stars. This was probably one of my favorite reads of the month. This was really great, really magical. I definitely really recommend that, especially if you're getting into magical realism. It's historical fiction and it was really good. This was the 5-word title. Oh, what was the reason I read The Lost Apothecary? I think because it was historical fiction. Also, you guys, I'm feeling myself today. Like, I feel like my makeup looks really good. I'm pretending it's fall in my brain because I want it to be, but August in Georgia is warm. 5-word title, A Curse of Shadows and Ice. This was a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I don't read a lot of retellings because I get really caught up on comparing them to the real thing, and I'm like, this feels really similar to something else I've read. Duh, it's a retelling. I liked it. It was so easy to read, I'll tell you that. I mean, 200 pages and it's like a little book. My head's kind of big, so maybe that's not a fair comparison. But I think I gave this 3 stars. Let's check. I gave it 3.5, which is probably fair because there's other books that I hated. Oh, we're getting to the bad books. I see them now. But I don't know. More thoughts on this in the wrap-up video, but it was okay. It was just okay. I hate to do this. If you saw me on my Instagram stories talking about a book that I felt like was marketed very well on TikTok, and I read it and I just wanted the book to end. I don't frequently feel like I fall prey to like, oh, I saw this book on TikTok and it wasn't what it was about, and then I didn't like it. Like sometimes, is it what... My dog sees someone. Is it what the TikTok promised me always? No. But I do normally still end up enjoying the book that I read. This... I have a lot of feelings on this, and I don't really speak very negatively about books online. I try to kind of keep my opinions negatively to myself, but I just feel like if you have fallen prey to seeing these TikToks, which are magnificent, I love them, just know that I don't feel like this lines up with those. I just don't think it does. 2 stars. Cause more in the wrap up. There was something that could have, like the magic and things in the world definitely were cool, but I just don't feel like they were fleshed out very well. I thought Be Real had gone off, but it hadn't. Okay. Oh, I don't even remember. Oh, I read The Darkening because it was a debut. This was because it started with the same letter as my first name, Sarah Beth, Sorcery of Thorns. This was, again, just okay. Like, I did like it. I didn't dislike it. This is very much so a 3 stars. I've read things way better than this, and unfortunately I have read things way worse than this. The magical books, okay. This is tough because I think this is technically YA, and I have a hard time being like, oh, I just feel like this was written for, like, younger me would have loved this. I think me in middle school or high school probably would have loved this 5 stars, but me as a 26-year-old, not 5 stars. So I feel bad giving it 3 stars when I don't really feel like I'm its intended audience at this point in my life. I did enjoy it. I mean, the concept of it was really cool, but I felt like the plot was kind of like, oh, in certain parts, and I was not confused, but just like, where are we going? I don't know. 3 stars? I think I gave this 3. Yes, this was 3. And then what I'm counting for my mood read to make this somewhat a redeemable month is Forget Me Not by Julie Soto, because this book was so freaking good. Oh, I loved this. I won't probably shut up about this book. So if you head over to my wrap up, you will just hear me probably not rant, be so ecstatic about this book. Wedding planner, florist, he doesn't want to be a florist. They used to be together, they're not together anymore. Now they have to work together on a celebrity wedding. Ah, the banter, the wit, everything. I loved it. People are saying that it's too hyped up on TikTok, and I'm gonna be honest, again, I just kind of found myself back on BookTok. I had lost myself there for a while. But I just think it's so good. So, I don't know. I know people have different reading tastes, and not everyone's gonna like everything that I like, and I'm not gonna like everything that other people like, but I just feel like it's not... I hate people saying that it doesn't live up to the hype. I know I just said that about that other book, but that's because I feel like, as someone who works in marketing, when it was marketed, I don't feel like it was marketed correctly. My expectations, I think, were too high for The Darkening. Forget Me Not, I'm obsessed with. You should go read it. My wrap-up will probably be 30 minutes just because I'm talking about Forget Me Not, so. Anyways, that is it for the books I read last month, and I'm counting Forget Me Not as my mood read because I read it and I was in a mood for it. So that's what we're doing moving forward. I don't get a mood read in this episode, unfortunately. Big sad. However, I am excited for that moving forward. So because I read them all, I get 7 tokens for reading all 7 plus 2, so 9. And then if I completed my monthly challenge, I'll put that up on the screen, and that will be how many book tokens I get this month. And if you're not familiar, I get book tokens, and then I can exchange them when I reach the checkout part of my game to buy books or power-ups for the next round of my game. And to buy a physical book is 3 tokens. Right now I'm on sort of a book buying ban. Hopefully I put a video up about it. If not, go check out my Instagram and TikTok. Now, we're off to play the game. Okay, so we ended last month right there. We're in a new setup. We'll see how this goes this time. I've still got the power up that I pulled from the last game, and this was my monthly challenge for last month. So we're going to pick our new monthly challenge, and it's going to be, of course, upside down. Earn a book token for every genre I read if I read 4 or more genres this month. Okay, that is challenging. That certainly is a monthly challenge. All right. Well, since I read all of my books, I only have to do 6 rolls. So roll number 1 is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, starting off strong with a celeb shot. Oh, my son gets to choose a book. That'll be fun.
He's on the way.
You're gonna choose. Here are the 2 choices. Whichever one you put your hand on. Put your hand on one. You can do it. Put your hand on a book. Which one? His hand is awfully close. Oh. They're both up. Pick one. Pick one. Do you see yourself? You kind of nudged this one. You're sweaty. It's okay. It's okay. I'm tired. Okay, you pick.
Oh,
that was
clear.
very distinct. Got it. This one. So Graham chose yours truly. Good job. Great pick, I think. I'm very excited. Okay, roll number 2 is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I've gone all the way back down to the bottom via the ladder. So we're gonna roll for book number 2 again. And now it is a 6. It's the second time I've hit that ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, genre. Fantasy. Perfect, because I have been in a fantasy mood. Have a lot of options for fantasy. We've got the Well of Ascension, Furyborn, Onyx and Ivory, White Hot Kiss, Jade City, which I've had forever. Can I get to it? It's questionable. Okay, Jade City. I have Defend the Dawn, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for that. And I have One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake, but that is a newer edition, so I feel like I should read something I've had for a while. This is our stack of options for this prompt. I'm leaning towards the Well of Ascension. I think I can eliminate Furyborn because that's starting a whole new trilogy. I should read Well of Ascension because I read the first one and I need to finish the trilogy and it was so good. So you know what? We'll just say fantasy pick Well of Ascension. Easy enough. Roll number 3 is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, one based off of the cover. A book with flowers or greenery on the cover. Okay. Does Nora go off script? Does not have that. Okay, flowers or greenery on the cover is gonna kick my butt apparently. You guys. Does Half a Soul? Okay, well, Things We Hide from the Light does have flowers on the cover. So does 10,000 Doors of January. Okay, I also have The Queen in Hiding. This prompt is killing me. Y'all, I'm not kidding when I say I've been looking at this shelf for my cart for ages. And I was about to say it's between Things We Hide from the Light and A Queen in Hiding. And then I looked down on the ground and realized I had Divine Rivals sitting on the ground, and these are absolutely flowers. So I wanted to read this so bad this month, so Divine Rivals is our pick for flowers. So I can slide these guys and the 2 that I crammed off of here back on. Okay, I'm throwing things. Roll number 4 is a 4. Crazy stuff. 1. Did I go the wrong way? Oh, I just did, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one based off of the cover, a book with a purple cover. Okay, I do not have a lot of those. Okay, so here's the deal with purple cover. So like when I went through my bookshelf, I did reorganize and put things on here based off of their cover color. Conveniently, that wasn't like necessarily my intention, but purple cover wise, I genuinely don't have that many books. So the Soulmate Equation is over there, and then I've got Aurora Rising, Take the Lead, Eclipse, The Moon, and 10,000 Doors of January. And if we count Indigo Ridge, it's indigo, so like that's sort of purple, but that's really what we're working with. I've had pretty much all of those for a long time. I kind of feel like reading this because Take the Lead sounded kind of fun. It's about like a dance competition, and I loved You Had Me at Hola, which is by this author. So we will read Take the Lead, I think. It is, essentially it's like Dancing with the Stars, but I think it looks cute. Should be fun. So we'll do that for a book with purple cover. Roll number 5 is a 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh dear, a TBR veteran. There are a lot of those. A TBR veteran. I genuinely have so many books that have been on my TBR for ages, so this one shouldn't be, truthfully, that hard. It's just gonna be hard to decide which one I wanna read, because like, what am I in the mood for, really, is the question here. And like, how old are we calling veteran? Because like, I've had some of these for ages. This is a tough call. I could do Warcross. Clearly I'm in a fantasy mood. I could also do Love in Other Words. I could also do White Hot Kiss. I could do Indigo Ridge. I've had it for a while. I've had Jade City for a while. Had American Royals for a long time. Silvered Serpents. Let's see. I think Warcross might be fun. Okay, let's do Warcross. I've genuinely had this on my TBR, I think, since 2020. So, okay. I was debating Dazzling Heights because I do really want to read that as well, but maybe next month. Roll number 6, our last one, is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have to be kidding me. I hit the ladder again. Okay. We'll get this book. 3. 1, 2, 3. Title? A location in the title. Okay. Good times. So we're stopping here for this round. I genuinely don't know if I have a book with a location in the title. Surely I do. In a New York Minute. Are there any other ones? Okay, so I think... Okay, I realize I have Summer in Seattle as well. We're gonna check my Kindle library because I just am like, I don't know if that really sounds like it's speaking to me. And if I have something in my Kindle library, we might go with that. But if not, alas, I'm gonna have to go with one of these. Our options for location: Summer in Seattle, in a New York Minute. I'm leaning in a New York Minute. I've had both of these for a while. This sounds kind of fun. Sure, let's knock it out. TBR is a bit eclectic this month. Here is the stack. We've got My Son Chose, a fantasy, flowers on the cover, purple cover, TBR veteran, and then location in the title. Other books I'm going to have to read this month because I said I was gonna read them last month and I didn't get to, but I am reading The Wishing Game. I am reading The Wishing Game. There is nothing stopping me this month. I'm reading it. So I don't know if there's anything else that's really calling to me. Let me see if there was anything else I was planning on reading. I would also really like to read The Cartographers and maybe The 7-Year Slip. I definitely think I'm reading One Dark Window, and then my book club is reading Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. So we will see if I manage to read the TBR this month. Could be crazy. Could be crazy. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you for my June-July wrap-up.